big main event here. Seems like I've already talked about this one a lot. John Cena versus CM Punk. When Cena said that he was coming back, it was the first match that I put on my list that I wanted to see. I put it before John Cena versus Cody. I put it before John Cena versus Randy Orton. If you were watching wrestling in 2011, I know that Punk and Cena had other matches. They had the Night of Champions match that's honestly really good. The SummerSlam match is kind of forgotten after the Money in the Bank match because of the Alberto Del Rio cash-in. And then the other one that was broken up by the Nexus. The one that's probably the best was on Monday Night Raw before WrestleMania 29 when Punk was trying to steal Cena's Royal Rumble win. And they had a match basically saying that Punk said that he wanted to go after Rock in the championship because he had already had the match at the Royal Rumble and then he had the match at Night of Champions. That's probably the best match that they've had. But because it was on Raw with commercials, it's kind of forgotten about. But Money in the Bank 2011 was just a special time in wrestling. And people won't really like to admit this part. Punk, in almost like the 6 months before Money in the Bank, was almost like the most forgotten guy in WWE. Why they pushed him as a main eventer, I've got no clue. Because honestly, if you go back to the pay-per-views before, I can't remember the last win that CM Punk got in a major style match. And then all of a sudden, he just was the main event guy for Money in the Bank 2011. Then the storyline rolls out that his contract is ending and he's not going to re-sign. People thought that maybe it was just WWE's way of trying to keep him in the company because they didn't want to lose him to TNA or maybe even go back to Ring of Honor at the time. 2011, I don't think there was any other game in town other than just going out there and just straight working the indies. But then if you listen to Punk at the time, he didn't even seem like he liked wrestling at all. But when it finally came to be, whether it was because of the pipe bomb on Monday Night Raw, I think a lot of it had to do with just kind of the viral stuff that they were using because of Twitter at the time, and CM Punk being able to use Twitter as a weapon almost against WWE and Triple H as well as John Cena. One of the best things they ever did was the video. I remember that's even after he won, when CM Punk showed up at Comic-Con, and it just was put up on some random YouTube channel. It wasn't like CM Punk's YouTube channel because I don't think he had one. It wasn't the WWE YouTube. It was almost like, I don't think they used a fan account. They must have just launched like an open brand new account or something like that. But they followed Punk in the hallway as he went into the Mattel talk that they were having, like the Mattel room, and Triple H was up on the stage and Punk showed him the championship and like saying that he wanted to fight. You know, he had something that Triple H wanted. It just made wrestling special. And I think that's the one connection that a lot of people have to it. And then with it ending in the surprise fashion of like, Cena's in the ring, he can't get the job done. You've got John Laurinaitis as well as Vince McMahon running around the ring, trying to set up any situation they can to keep their WWE champion in WWE, not letting him, you know, run out the front doors, being able to get the pin, jump the guardrail, and then basically just run out the front door. Was just awesome. It was just really, really cool. And then especially like Colt Cabana sitting in the front row, you know, being there at the time, and kind of like he doesn't work there, blah, blah, blah kind of thing. But I just don't think this match is going to be special. I don't think it's going to be great. I think it's going to be fun. Punk and Cena have had a lot of fun kind of drawing like nostalgia into this with the whole, you know, we're just going to do the pipe bomb 14 years later kind of deal. So I don't know if they have a style of match that they might try to redo. My buddy Zach, I've noticed that he's been rewatching the Cena versus Punks and like putting up a review on Twitter, almost because like the YouTube days have died, I guess. But I wish that he made YouTube videos talking about him. But it seems like every day he's dropping one of those on Twitter with his thoughts on the style of match. But to me, honestly, the match is going to end with Cena hitting Punk with the championship. Right upside the head. It's going to knock him out, and he's going to pin him 1, 2, 3. People say that they don't like the style of John Cena, but with WWE these days, they tell you what they're going to do, and then they go out and they do it. He's done it time after time after time, and I think he's just going to keep doing it until somebody finally is able to overcome the odds. I think Cena's going to hold this championship all the way until the last show that he's going to be there. Whether if it's going to be that show in Boston where they're running, like, I think they're calling it Ruthless Aggression or something like that. But we'll have to see. He's only got, I don't even know how many days it is. I can't remember the last time he's counted him down, but I think it's going to be over, sooner than later. Cena's going to get the win. If you look over at SmackDown, that's going to be going down on Friday. Street Profits versus the Wyatt Six. You've got Nia Jax against Tiffany Stratton in the last women's standing match for the SmackDown Women's Championship. And then the United States Women's Championship, you got Selena Vega going up against Julia. I'll tell you the truth. I watched SmackDown last week because I thought it was going to be a super show. People say that this show is going to be really big as well because of the fact that it's almost set up in the pay-per-view arena from Riyadh over there in Saudi Arabia. But I can't even think of a Wyatt Six match ever. I was begging for them to come back. It seemed like they were going to be part of the whole Alexa Bliss thing. Something happened before WrestleMania. I know that they made their return. I didn't know that they're already getting a title shot. I would think to pick them, but I'm not 100% sure. But the Nia versus Tiffany match seems like you're sniffing something with like Naomi almost being in the background, but I wouldn't be surprised that Tiffany walks out the winner. And then Vega versus Julia, I got nothing. I remember seeing the match where Vega won the United States Championship. I remember seeing the match where Vega defended and beat Chelsea Green on Saturday night's main event. But Julia, I saw her wrestle on a couple tag matches with Roxanne Perez when she was making her debut. I don't really know. I know my friend Mike really loves her. He thinks that she's one of the best wrestlers in the world. So Julia to get the win there. But I mean, that's really almost everything I got in about 48 minutes. So less than an hour. Pretty good. I think I didn't do it later. I did this it's 11:03 a.m. Pacific time. So that's on me. I didn't get many comments in here, but the comments kind of messed me up. So one day we'll do I did a call-in show one time way back in the days of blog TV using Skype. That was honestly a lot of fun. I don't know if there's ways that you can like drop your StreamYard link out there and have people use that to come in, but that might be a fun thing to do one day where it's just random drop-ins. When I was young, that was kind of my dream to be on sports radio. And then I never did anything with it when I got older. It was like my dream, and then it just kind of died. But I don't know. I think my voice is kind of weird. Not everybody loves their voice. I'm sure there's people even on radio that don't like it, but I think that's probably the one thing that would stop me more than anything else is that people probably wouldn't want to listen to me on their morning drive yelling about the Braves or anything like that. So thank you guys. I'm going to put this up as a stream once it's over. I think YouTube posts it. Last week, honestly, because I don't know how to watch like past streams, I just downloaded it and then re-uploaded it. So if you watched it that way, I appreciate you, and we'll see what's going on with that. But once this is done, I'm just going to be clipping it up and putting it up as single videos just for the matches, I guess. So Thank you, guys. I'm going to get back to watching the Yak, which started an hour ago. And I didn't open it because I never stopped talking. I was yapping the whole time. But this Pina Colada Rockstar, boom, going down the tubes. See you guys.